Hello, dear Pisces. A warm welcome to the first part of your monthly reading for May 2025. This reading is for you if you have Pisces in your moon, Venus, ascendant and/or sun sign. Okay? So let's look for fish, please. What is coming your way in May 2025? Please? Seven of Swords. Okay. There is a decision here that you are postponing in May 2025, Pisces. You want to buy yourself some time regarding a matter where you know very well that your decision will bring about a whole circus. Okay. Do you see these circus tents here? Okay. You tell yourself, I don't have to decide between white or whole grain bread. That's not it. What I have to decide there. What I have to, if I draw a line there, whether it's a starting line or a final line, then a circus is going to break out here, you say, and I still need more time for that. I still need strategically a bit of a break here, a certain buffer before I can even handle this circus that's going to break out afterwards, before I can even survive it, so to speak. Okay? There's something difficult ahead of you, Pisces, and right now you want to gain some time for that. Okay. We have here, you see, in the 7 swords, we have the 5 swords on your shoulders. 5 of swords is the ego, okay? Listen, Pisces. Actually, you could also say, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my clown. But you see it as something that also affects your self-confidence. Yes, that can also hurt them or scratch your ego. And that's why you're trying to prevent a mess here. Okay, this is very likely in your personal life, but just as an example, a simple example would be that we just talked about the floor. As a baker here, you might try to buy yourself some time before admitting that the oven was set incorrectly the whole time, and you're trying to gain time here because it would hurt your ego, because what might be said afterwards could undermine your self-confidence, or that's why you're trying to avoid or postpone a scene or a fuss. And as a baker, you could also just say, well, my goodness, the oven was simply set incorrectly, and no matter what people say, I'll just keep going my own way. You see? So you're already making a big deal out of something here. You're blowing things way out of proportion by letting your ego get involved. Okay? The ego is always very big. Oh, very big, very powerful and crazy, yes, and extremely sensitive, always very vulnerable, can always be hurt. The ego is junk. Throw it away. Believe me, throw it away. It only leads you away from your own path. And I'm going to tell you something here that might bruise your ego a little so you can look ahead better, Pisces. What do we have here? Wait, it'll focus in a second. Come on, focus. There we go. What's back here? What do we have here? People. Fish. Everyone already knows. Yes. Everyone already knows. Shrug your shoulders, Pisces. Just shrug it off, screw it. Yes, it's just your ego that's getting bruised. Believe me, but nothing can actually happen to you. On the contrary, you'll be freer for your own future. Okay? My God. Pisces, your reading is starting off like an air sign reading, really. Well, that's me. I'm not used to that from you at all. 7 of Swords, right? That's air. Those are thoughts. And actually, you feel your way. Yes, you don't think your way through it. You don't usually act strategically, right? Or you don't try to manipulate time or anything like that. If your feelings point in a direction, you usually go straight that way. What's going on? Huh? Let's look. Queen of Swords. Yes, you're right, you say. Yes. I'm way too much in my head about this matter. I just need to sit here and beyond this smoke, beyond this fog, simply focus on my own path. Yes, I can see this circus. Of course, there will be a circus. Of course, there will be turmoil here. Of course, the smoke, the dust will be stirred up here. But I absolutely have to focus on my own path during this chaos. I need to understand that it's necessary, that something has to collapse here, that things have to get mixed up so I can change my status quo. It's the foresight here. And here we have with the high priestess, with the Queen of Swords. Here we have this chain on her arm. Do you see that? It's like a prayer chain on her arm that she's turning, like a red bracelet she's wearing here. That is spirituality. And we have butterflies depicted everywhere here. That is the transformation you will experience, Pisces. In every moment when you shed your ego, when you say, you know what? There is nothing that can scratch me. There is nothing I'm ashamed of. The situation is just the way it is, and this is how it needs to be resolved now. You will be set free. You will be liberated, right? In this matter, don't follow your ego or your sense of shame, but rather your reason. And if you follow reason, then you can always use reason as your argument. You can always say, okay, I know, guys, what's happening here is a bit crazy, but what we're going to do from now on is more reasonable. Okay, let's go. 7 of Wands here. Who is this person here who is acting so dismissively towards you, who is trying to protect his or her territory so much? Doesn't want you to enter his or her territory. Who is this person? Fish. Take a look at the 7 of Wands. Do you notice anything? It's probably a man here. Yeah. So in your life, it's probably a man. Do you notice anything unusual about this man? He's actually wearing 2 different shoes. As if he suddenly had to jump out of bed and just grabbed 2 shoes, put them on, and went out to defend his territory against you. Okay. Listen, fish. Listen. He won't let you get any closer. You're not allowed to enter his territory. Shall I tell you something? So far, no one has really been allowed in there. It's not like this guy lets others get closer and keeps you out. No. So far, no one has really been allowed in there. And what's special with you is that this person suddenly had to get up and just put on 2 shoes. In other words, this person did not expect that someone like you would enter their life and could pose a threat to their inner world. Why, please? What's going on there? Let me clarify. Queen of Cups. Yes. That's the quality of the fish. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean here. Yes. 6 of Wands. This person has the impression that you see right through them. That's the problem. That's why they want to keep you at a distance. You don't look at their uniform and think, they're wearing a uniform. Instead, you look into their eyes and immediately see the despair they have, the insecurities they carry. You don't think, now they've invited me to dinner, right? That's generous. Is this a generous person? No, you see how they walk down the street and you can feel exactly right that they're stingy with their money. So that's what makes this person so defensive. You see right through them. You don't just look at them, you see through them. Queen of Cups, you can feel what kind of person this is. Do you understand now why you ended up with the 7 of Swords here in your mind? Yes, it was intentional to put you on this track. Because if something emotional had continued here, then this person would have been completely taken apart by your X-ray vision, right? The Hanged Man. That's you. Here I have the Knight of Pentacles. During May 2025, you won't even respond to this defensive attitude here. Instead, with the Hanged Man, which is also a Pisces card, 12, because Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign, you will completely withdraw from this person. Pisces, completely energetically in terms of contact, there will be no more phone calls. Walking past his workplace like you used to, that won't happen anymore either. You also won't be looking at his status posts anymore. And that's exactly what will bring this person into action here with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is that typical attitude. This time I want to do it right. I want to do it right. And that's exactly how this person comes into play. Now, after you, with the Hanged Man, have said, you don't want my presence around you, I will withdraw it from you completely, not just from your inner circle, but entirely. That brings this person to their senses and will ensure that with the Knight of Pentacles, they want to do the right thing. How exactly? What exactly? What is going to happen? I will look into what all of this is leading to here with these cards. And then with the help of these cards, I will see what is going on inside this person in relation to you. And here, with the help of these timing cards, I will then tell you when this guy will really come. Okay? When is that moment when he wants to do everything right? Okay? If you like my style, the link to the continuation, sorry. You can find the link to the continuation below in the info box and in the top comment. After payment, you will receive the link to the continuation right away. Okay? So on the one hand, after payment, you'll have the button right there. You can click on it and go to the continuation. And you'll also get an email with the link. Okay? Better safe than sorry. If you like my style, I'd appreciate it if you click subscribe. I'll see you on the other side. And to everyone else, I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye.